I'm back with more E3 news, and this time we're talking about the Bethesda conference, or the Bethesda briefing, or the Bethesda experience, whatever they wanted to call it, at E3 2017. So let's just dive into it. I got a couple pages of notes here. Just get into what they talked about. So they opened up with Bethesda Land, the whole Bethesda Land theme that was going on through the conference. I actually liked it a lot. They showed a cute little video about people talking about working at Bethesda, how great it is, and showing their kids trying to guess what their parents actually do for a living, to like make video games. I don't know. So it was kind of cute. It was kind of cool to see them mention the whole career aspect of working for Bethesda or a video game company in general, and how that is a viable thing you can go and do if you love video games. So it's kind of neat for them to just put that right out there. Anyway, they launched right into VR, and they're really just showing the HTC Vive. I guess that, the whole thing was Oculus before this whole VR thing took off, but now it's really about HTC Vive. People like that a lot more. I personally like it more. I think it's a lot neater of a device. I like that you can see out of it with the camera in front of you if you want to. I like that you have spatial recognition, whatever I'm trying to say. So you can walk around a little bit, kind of set up a perimeter for yourself and actually walk around the room a little. So I think that's cool. You can duck down, stuff like that. So yeah, the Oculus is neat. HTC Vive is better, but also more expensive. So anyway, they launched into Doom VFR, which is VR Doom basically. Looks crazy, as you would expect. Doom is crazy already. Putting it in VR, you're psychopaths. Then they talk about Fallout VR, which is amazing that this giant of a game is going to have a full VR treatment. That's just pretty crazy. I don't really care about VR in general, honestly. I think it'd be neat to have one. The price point's just not there for me yet. It's a little bit too expensive just to play some little tiny games. So, for this to be Fallout in VR, that's an actual full game, and Doom as well, but Fallout is a giant, open world game. So that's cool. Then they went into Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind. I cannot talk today. It looks awesome. I never really played Elder Scrolls Online, but I've been thinking about getting into it, seeing how cheap the base game is. I'll see if this sparks my interest, honestly, after seeing this. And I'll see if it sparks enough interest in the general public to make it as big of a game as Bethesda makes it out to be. Because honestly, a lot of people don't really play Elder Scrolls. So they say over 10 million players. I think it's over 10 million people that have tried the game out, but not necessarily are playing the game often. Anyway, they went into Creation Club. It's like a little mini add-on, mods you can put onto your game. I don't know. It's weird. It's like custom things that they make for different games. You can add them on. Be like, oh, we made this little weird hat for Skyrim. Buy it. And you buy it with credits, which I didn't mention how you get those credits. Do you just play? Or is it microtransactions? If it's microtransactions, get the fuck out of here. But whatever. They're also made... it's not coming to Nintendo Switch. It's only coming to PS4 and Xbox One and PC. They're made in-house and third-party. So, I don't know. It's weird. I have no idea. It's not like a community thing. It's actually, it has to be officiated things that you add into your game. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, then they went into Elder Scrolls Legends. Heroes of Skyrim. It's an add-on to their card game, which is Elder Scrolls Legends. Never heard of it, honestly. But it looks neat, though. It looks kind of like Hearthstone a bit, but it's coming to smartphones as well. That was an announcement as well, so it's finally coming to smart devices. I guess it was never there. It was on tablets, but not phones. So I might check it on my phone when it comes out, but yeah. Not a super ton of interest in it, really. Then they talk about Skyrim for the Switch. I still can't believe that this big of a game is going to be on the Switch. Even being as old as it is, it's still super neat that this giant of a game is going to be on Switch. I know Breath of the Wild is also a giant game, and I think the map is actually bigger than Skyrim, but still, it still impresses me for some reason. Just because Skyrim, whenever it came out, it was just this huge thing, and now it's finally here, so... let's see. Yeah, so, holy shit, they showed a Link amiibo right away. You tap it on the Joy-Con, or on the Pro Controller, and then you get the Master Sword, the shield, which I don't know I can't think of the name right now, and then Link's tunic and his outfit. So you look like Link all of a sudden. You don't look like Link, your face is still like a, Elder Scrolls character, but what you're wearing and what you have is Zelda stuff. So I thought that was very neat. It's cool that Nintendo let them do a fun thing for this port of an old game that's over half a decade old, but still, that's cool. They also showed motion controls. Don't know why, but they showed them. Motion controls are fine, but it's just odd that they threw that in there as if people are trying to really care about that very much. If you did VR Skyrim, now that would be a thing that people would be excited about. All right, so then they showed Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. It was a cool cutscene over the cutscene trailers, to be honest, unless they're really good. This one was not. So, yeah. Cutscene, whatever. It looked fine. Then they went on to Quake Champions. So fast. Like, it is, it's what you expect to see from Quake. It's what you remember from Quake. It is super fast. Just like, some of the most fast-paced, like, first-person shooter stuff I've ever seen. So, BJ from Wolfenstein is going to be coming into the game as well, which is cool. Looks intense and something I'll be very bad at. They're also launching a Quake Champions World Championship in Dallas, and there's going to be over $1 million in the prize pool. So if you're into competitive gaming, you might want to check that out because that is pretty neat. All right. Then they went on to The Evil Within 2. Looks very creepy and very cool. Looks like nightmare fuel, honestly. They have like some frozen time parts where like the time freezes, but it doesn't, and like you like step into something and then like it turns into liquid milky goo and you get dragged under. Very nightmare-y, just weird, trippy things. It looks amazing, honestly, but it looks a little too scary for me. It looks pretty terrifying. So, you know. But it showed gameplay. So, thank you, Bethesda, for doing that. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Looks amazing. This game looks amazing. This is probably my favorite that they showed. Awesome live action videos at the beginning, which was really cool. It was like this little like fake trailer, fake movie called Liesel. It was like this fake movie with like the big robotic dog and Wolfenstein. It looked like it was from like the 60s, 70s. It was very cool. German or else game show. It was all like on a little TV. And it was like the German or else. It was like it's like a fake game show, which was kind of funny. They had the Wunderbar action figure. Just stupid stuff. But anyway, all old school videos, and they were all very well done. And then they went over into the actual game, and man, it looks really cool. Again, a lot of pre-rendered kind of footage, but then gameplay as well. And I just love it. Nazis in full force, and you just get to take part in the resistance and take all those mofos out of there. I don't know why I just said mofos. Great acting though. This actually had the best acting that I saw across any game so far at E3. It was very, very solid. Well, other than one Ubisoft game. But anyway, this was some of the best acting I saw. The second best. It was great. Great. Super solid. I wanted to watch this movie, honestly, more so than even play the game. But it was very cool. I liked all the stuff you can do. It looks really fun. I like the wheelchair part. They showed a part where like you're just in a wheelchair shooting Nazis and you're just riding around in your wheelchair. Very funny. Very cool. You could wear like stilts. There were a bunch of robots, as you'd expect with Wolfenstein. You had to fight a damn alligator, which is great. It looks way better than the first, honestly. And they ended the trailer with a guy tripping on acid and seeing like a little acid lizard while a pregnant lady in the background stabs a Nazi in the head. So, it's what you want and expect. It looks awesome, so I'm very excited for it. And everything that they showed will come out this year. That was one of their big things that they said, is that everything that we just showed is coming out this year. You don't have to wait any longer than that. So, that's very cool. That was the end of Bethesda thing. I thought it was really good. Bethesda is one of the top tier game creators in the world. They make some of the best games ever made. So, honestly, when they put on a show, it might not be the most flashy of shows, but they show really, really good games. And they did this time around again. So, I'm excited for almost everything that they showed, to be honest. A little bit less on some things, a little bit more on other things, but for the most part, perfectly done. What did you think about Bethesda's show? Did you watch it? Do you care about it? What game do you care about the most that they showed or talked about? Leave it in the comments below. Me personally, I'm interested in Wolfenstein 2. Wish that was coming out for the Switch. That'd be really cool. I'm more interested in Wolfenstein 2 and in Skyrim for the Switch. I might pick that up and actually play Skyrim all the way through, even though I bought Skyrim 3 times now. After I buy that one, if I buy it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll see you with more E3 coverage on Muso Games. Again, I'm not an official channel by any means. I'm just some dude. But anyway, I'll be back with more E3 videos in just a little bit. I'm going to talk about Ubisoft next. So anyway, see you guys in the next one.